Hi guys, welcome to Love and Info with your host, Love. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's feeling great. I hope everybody's feeling at their highest vibrations. And if you're not, I hope that you know that it's okay, and I hope that you're working on it because that's the one thing it's not okay. So, this last 3 videos that I've been making have all been coming from this book and my mixed with my reality and my concept and what I go through in life and apply to it like everything else. So I stopped watching TED Talks and I read books. Um, so yesterday I was telling you guys about the layers of self-awareness and how one of those layers was to accept, find out what you like, what you don't like, and get deeper in and accept the dark side of you. And okay, I read that and I was like, cool, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to balance that and try to turn into a positive, see how I can work this out. And then I started reading about taking responsibility. Now, taking responsibility for your acts, it goes real deep. Like I took it up one layer of like the super surface of my life and it's making me feel good. I'll explain to you guys why, but I'm kind of scared to keep it going down. So this book talks about how the concept is how you are responsible for your actions. You're not responsible for how someone reacts to your actions, but you are responsible how you react to that reaction. Those are the only things you have control of. So accepting your responsibility actually has made me feel better. So I've only applied it so far to, oh, it looks even cuter like this. So I've only applied it so far to this last attempt of a relationship that I've had that lasted over a year. I was, we were detaching and whatnot, and in my head I'm like, he's a fucking asshole, how dare he do this to me, like I don't like the way that he ended things. It's like it's fucking with my head, it's gaslighting me, it's doing this, it's doing that, like how dare he. And okay, he's all of that in a nutshell. Okay, sure, that was his reaction, but I never for once stood there and took responsibilities for my actions that caused how the other person reacted. I sat there and I played victim. Now, I'm not going to say that the when you do something to cause other person pain, if they decide to react in a negative way, that's who they are. If they decide to hurt you back, that's who they are. But instead, if you sit there and you're hurt, and instead of saying, oh my God, I'm so fucking hurt right now, how dare he just ruined my life, you can sit there and be like, well, I was kind of a dick. Maybe if I wouldn't have done that, he wouldn't have reacted, and I wouldn't have brought up his dark side, which is a fucking asshole and a cold-hearted bitch. But what happened to get that person there? I'm not going to speak on how he is and how he feels. I'm going to speak on me taking responsibility. And that actually makes me feel better because as I'm taking responsibility for this, for my own actions, I start realizing some shit about me. That I do like to fucking play victim to get out of situations. That I do like to pretend or to say that every time I'm hurt, you twist it around to just give out the thing where it was only your fault, only the other person's fault, where it's never like that. It's never one person's fault. It's never one person's fault, So that is what started scaring me right there, because right now this concept is making me feel good because I'm like, all right, fool. So you're learning about also the value thing. Remember I was telling you guys about values and how your happiness is based on your values? Man, I had so much fucking realizations yesterday and today. I don't know how to keep them on track. So basically, taking responsibility for your own actions makes you learn a lesson, makes you actually get something good out of it. It doesn't leave you feeling empty. It makes you feeling a little guilty, but if you actually understand what the fuck you did wrong, you start getting to know yourself and where your values are fucked up. you know? Because then I started thinking, I'm like, well, how come if this person was always there, trying to help me, trying to turn me into a positive person, how come I never took advantage of all of that? How come I was just always so worried about getting his validation, but not my own for my own accomplishments? Well, because my values stand in being validated by the person I'm with. And that's fucked up. And what's even more fucked up is that I dared to throw that on his face the day before yesterday. I was like, you know what? You worry too much about the person you're with, so when they're gone, you feel too empty. Now, he may or may not be like that. I might have been right or wrong, or I might have just been reflecting. But the point is that at this point, it does not matter, because now I'm discovering that about myself. And I'm like, holy shit. No fucking wonder I was never going to take advantage of that, because like this motherfucking book says, if at the root your values are fucked up, what makes you happy, it's never going to be the right fucking thing. So I'm like, okay, so where the fuck should I put my values at now? In my own personal achievements. And that makes me feel better. Because that makes me feel like when I am ready again, I will actually be ready to be with the person I want to be with. Even if I wasted it this year of my life for him and I, it's not wasted because I learned the lesson. I'm learning my lesson. Now, what is really scary is to acknowledge that dark side and then take it back for all of your past actions and to where you're at now and taking responsibility for those. Like, I have not gone that far because I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? But it's steps that you got to fucking take. And I'm taking them, and right now it feels good. I don't know how I'm going to feel later, but right now it feels fucking great. It feels great to finally, after all this fucking videos that I've been making for you guys since day one, to finally get to the root of something. To finally feel like I have a concept that is actually making me be more self-aware.